Hello everybody, welcome back. We are back playing Genshin Impact today, and we get to finally start to wrap up the Fontaine Archon quest. Last time that we did the Archon quest, we finally got released from jail after almost having the entire place flood with primordial seawater, which would have been very bad for the people of Fontaine, because as we discovered early on in this Archon quest, if Fontainians are just exposed to way too much primordial seawater, they also become seawater and disappear into nothingness. So having an entire prison full of Fontainians turn into water would be pretty bad. But we solved the problem temporarily. There's a little band-aid on it for now, at least. The only really big question right now is, what are we going to do about this in the future? And where the heck is Child? We started to find out that he escaped, and we have not heard from him since. So today we are going to start to investigate all of that. Sentence here is almost done.
Now for a little rest after breakfast. This is the life.
You enjoying prison, Paimon?
Something important's supposed to happen today. Oh, today's our big day. We're supposed to leave the Fortress of Mirapede. Come on, we've got to go complete the release procedures now.
Indeed.
Please sign here. This document will be effective immediately upon signing, and you two may exit the Fortress of Mirapede via the regular channels.
It's been so long
Crazy.
since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry up and...
Oh no. Oh no.
What's happening? I wonder what that tremor was just now.
Me too, bestie.
Where's the Duke?
Whew, good thing we didn't sign yet. We can stay here a little longer. Oh wait, just kidding. We did sign. We have the card. They're gonna be like, why are you hanging around here then?
Your Grace?
Ah, good to see you two. Is there something you wish to see me about?
Yeah, what was with that earthquake?
Yeah, that was a little bit concerning.
The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor. In fact, it seems it came from the surface. Over the years of serving as the warden here, I've developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur Neuvillette set in place won't fail so easily.
Okay, but
It's okay?
If you
I'm
recall
still
our last incident,
a
if there
little
really
worried
were a
about what's
problem,
happening
there
on
would
the
be crowds
surface
of inmates
then.
in a panic right now.
You've got a point. Okay, seems we need to get back up to the surface and ask about what happened. By the way, what day it is today?
I believe today is this month's pipe cleaning day.
Wait, seriously?
actually today's the day that we leave.
Ah, yes. Have you completed your release papers?
Yep. It's you two.
Aww.
Are you leaving now?
Yeah.
That's right. Today is our last day in prison. Then be sure to come back and visit. Miss you.
She's like, just do like a small crime.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go. The guards will escort you out.
You're not going to see us off?
I knew you'd ask.
Aww.
Alright, Let's go.
Cute.
Wow, you actually agreed. No worries, you must be busy. Paimon was just joking.
Ah, so you do have a polite side, I see.
After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companionship. Shall I come along too?
It's alright. It's not like we'll never visit
Don't worry,
again.
we'll come back to see you. Paimon really likes the cafeteria here.
I hope you
Yeah,
won't
that's
be
what
here
we
as
liked about it,
convicts
the
next time I see
cafeteria.
you.
We'll do our best to stay out of trouble. Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Mirapede is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our journey. And since Neuvillette was the one who asked us to come here, we should probably go report to him now. Next
Yeah,
up,
that's a good
the
idea.
Palais Mermonia. You're going to see Monsieur Neuvillette? Please pass on our kind regards.
I'm sure just your regards will do, no?
I believe it would be the polite thing to do.
You're right.
She's so sweet.
I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days. But
Oof.
tell him that I hope he hasn't been
like the
overwhelmed
sound
by
of
the
that.
recent string of troubles.
The Palais Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
Halt! Huh? Oh, it's you two. Apologies. Monsieur Neuvillette did say you'd be welcome at any time.
Excuse me,
would you mind helping me take a look at this report?
I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full here. You can see yourselves in.
Thanks. I know, it does look busy in there.
Everyone's
Jeez.
so busy. Seems a lot has been happening.
Oh, he looks deep in thought.
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment, as there are some urgent matters
Oh,
I must
that's
tend
okay.
to first. In the meantime, please, have a seat. If you'd like to have something to drink, let the Melusine outside know.
Okay.
All right, we just ate.
Very well, then.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish his work.
All right. That should wrap things up for now.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting.
I've just been sitting
Today
so
should be the day
politely.
you were released from the fortress of Meripede. And it appears that you've managed to complete
Yes.
all the release paperwork.
We are good noodles.
That's right, and we came here to see you right away.
Tell him everything that happened since the Primordial Sea incident, as well as our dream regarding
A
Child.
massive whale.
Do you have any
Indeed.
idea what that might be?
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters, but rather something like the Primordial Sea.
Spooky.
A whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Tevat. Therefore, we can only assume that Child is presently immersed in primordial seawater.
Oh
The
no.
primordial seawater? But how? And is he okay?
Well, he's not from Fontaine, so he won't
Most people
dissolve.
wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how he could have gotten there myself.
Something we'd like to ask you
Yes?
about.
What is it?
What was that tremor we felt
right.
earlier?
Paimon felt it too. We asked the Duke and he said it wasn't from underwater, so we figured you might know something about it.
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter.
Oh,
In fact,
okay.
that's exactly what I was busy with a moment ago. The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water levels in
Oh,
the
no.
Poisson area rose at an alarming rate.
The water levels rose?
Yeah.
Oh no. What about all the people there?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time and have already returned to normal now. However, I still have a bad feeling about the whole phenomenon.
Yeah, me too. That's
If the change in water
worrisome.
levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater, then the situation in Poisson may be much worse than it appears.
Navia should be in Poisson,
Yeah, we should
right?
go check on her.
We need to go check on her.
I would also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately formulate disaster prevention plans for the surrounding coastal areas to avoid potential catastrophes. I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first.
Of course.
I'll meet you there to check on the situation once I finish things here.
Sounds like a plan.
No time to lose. Let's get going.
Please be careful.
Oh no. What happened here?
All the buildings here seem to be in pretty rough shape now. There's nobody around. Were they all dissolved?
Navia
Oh
should
no.
be around here, right? We need to make sure she's still... Paimon means we need to check on her.
Maybe they all just were able to get out. Emergency exit or something like that. Oh, there's a dude up there. That seems like a good sign. Maybe. One single dude.
We haven't seen a single soul all the way here. Oh, this is getting scary.
What will I ever do now?
Disaster victim M. What?
There's someone on the roof over there.
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch your balance.
Oh no.
All right. Just hurry.
He seems really scared. Okay, that was the Spina di Rosula person, so maybe things are okay?
I'm not young anymore. How will I survive on my own?
What happened?
My Desiree.
He looks pretty sad.
Oh.
My leg! My leg! How could this have happened? It hurts!
Just hang in there. Help is on the way. You can hold my hand if it makes you feel better.
Oh. It seems like things are in pretty rough shape here. Oh, Navia, where are you? Oh, I see that blonde hair. I would know it anywhere.
Oh, it's Navia.
Oh.
You're here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson, so we came as quickly as we could.
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly rose. It caused quite the disturbance, in fact.
Oh, Navia.
Demoiselle! There was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
He's wounded? How badly?
He fell, so it's probably a broken
Oh,
leg.
ouch.
He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof. Once the water receded and he saw the ground, he became terrified and eventually...
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor.
Oh.
He should know where to go.
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
All right, you'll be in charge. I'm sorry. Where were we?
The situation in Poisson?
Ah, right. Allow me to explain. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded in the waterways. But before we knew it, water started pouring out from everywhere. The rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial seawater.
Oh no.
Some people didn't realize the danger and thought it was just ordinary water, leaking from somewhere. Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape.
Oh no.
As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared. They were all dissolved. Those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured in the stampede, and some people fell from significant heights. The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been a lot of casualties. Fortunately,
Oh, this is gonna make
the
me
water
cry.
began to
This
recede
is
after
so
some time,
sad and
and the
scary.
chaos came to an end. The water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still hazardous. To ensure everyone's safety, I've asked the people there to
Nivelette's
leave
not
as
gonna
soon
like
as
this
possible.
update that we have for him.
One knows if this could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the residents. We still haven't completed the head count, but we'll have some numbers soon.
How awful. And all of this just came out of nowhere.
It was quite frightening indeed. I only wish that everything that just happened was a bad dream.
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
We're here to help.
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You don't know how much it means to me. I really can't express how grateful I am.
Oh. We're missing some
Don't
people.
say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Oh no. Where are Melus and Silver?
Demoiselle! We've got a situation here!
Oh.
I'll be right there. Sorry, I need to go for now.
Oh no. I want an answer. I want an
Now
answer.
she goes. Seems it might be a while before she can take a break.
Walks around talking with many people and organizing various matters. Her decisions are clear and reasonable.
Okay, the wounded are being tended to, and we finished a preliminary head count. More support has just arrived, so I suppose I finally have a moment to focus on my own matters. Of course, we should remain ready for anything, and continue doing our best to rescue others. Traveler, Paimon, would you two accompany me to my father's grave for a moment?
Huh?
Of course.
Right now?
Thank you. Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson, Paimon doesn't think there'd be a ton of people here visiting graves.
That's true, Paimon.
That's how things are now. The living are so exhausted that they've no strength to spare any words for the dead.
Navia?
There's no need to push yourself so hard. Oh, Navia.
Navia, what's wrong?
Sorry. I Malus and Silver, they won't ever come back here again.
No.
What should I do, Papa?
Oh. I had a bad feeling about that.
What happened to them?
Everyone
yeah.
agreed on the rescue plan, but still, I was the one who initiated it. They were helping evacuate the residents, but they couldn't leave in time, and they were caught in the seawater.
Oh my gosh, I can't see her sad. Oh.
What should we do?
I've known them for so long, and I know they weren't afraid. But I could at least hold a funeral for my father, and I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver, they're just gone.
That's so heartbreaking.
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a glass of red wine in front of Master Callus's grave.
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here isn't half bad.
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something when I visit Papa. Perhaps we might even have a picnic. He wouldn't be angry, would he?
How could Master ever be upset with you, demoiselle? Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have passed, is it not? Everyone ends up here sooner or later, no matter who you are.
Buying yourself a plot in advance, are you?
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, demoiselle.
Hey, stop joking around.
I'm quite serious. That way, it will save us both the trip to see each other whenever you visit your father's grave.
That makes sense. In that case, could I be buried on his other side?
After all, besides you, demoiselle, the two of us could certainly be considered Master's closest companions, no?
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes just fine.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously.
Oh.
All right. I'll remember your requests. But
No,
I'd
she
really
can't even
prefer not to
fulfill
talk about
that.
this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit you two somewhere else. I'd promised to let them rest in peace here. But here I am breaking that promise.
That's not your fault, Navia.
I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this. I don't usually cry, really.
Paimon
okay.
doesn't know how to help you feel better. But, well, she understands how you feel.
I had always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, that never solely relied on me. Many things can only be accomplished with someone else's help. Malus and Silver have helped me so much. But by contrast, I could do nothing for them. I'm so sorry.
You can spend as much
Sure, that's
time
not
as you need
not
here,
true.
Navia. We'll stay with you.
I loved being with you.
Thank you. Right now, you don't know how much that means. By the way, you can have a look at this. It's a list of victims from the incident that took place here.
Obena, Khan, Burnett, Giverny, Francine, Karina, Daisy Ray, Joinville, Julianne, Esson, as well
This gives
as
me the
Malus and
chills.
Silver. So, everyone else is safe. But still...
It's okay. I know what you're thinking. And you're right. We lost Malus and Silver. But we were able to save more than we anticipated. The overall outcome indicates that the cost was worth it.
No one's sacrifice is truly
Right.
necessary.
Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be saved at the expense of another, sure, but That isn't something we should ever consider a trade. Malus and silver were not the price for saving anyone. They're heroes.
Yeah.
You're right. Thank you, Paimon. What you said just now was pretty amazing, actually.
Oh.
I'll remember your words.
Oh. Really?
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
Oh no, I don't like that she's showing up now. I was just so sad. I'm not ready for this.
What are you doing here?
Is everything going well on your side?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission.
Do they know
according
each
to your
other?
request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to higher ground.
Oh wow.
As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of. There is no need to worry.
They're working together.
Thank you very much.
Wait, do you two know each other?
We just met recently. Right, Miss Navia?
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter. But that doesn't quite fit this time. Besides, it never even crossed my mind that a Fatui Harbinger would come looking for me. Thanks to the Knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation work so quickly.
Thank God they got helped, but I just wish it
Mutual
wasn't the
aid is essential to
Fatui.
fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing. That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand what I mean.
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never worked with a Fatui before, and it's extremely important for us to know who we're working with. My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations. I
Okay.
hear that they've also prepared a large amount of emergency supplies.
It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully, whether they are doing good or ill. As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent the impending disaster.
I can't
Lending your
get a
organization
good
hand was
read
a
on her.
natural first step
Like she's
in
a
accomplishing
Fatui,
that.
so she
As
should be
such,
evil,
do
but
not
she
be
seems like
troubled
she's
by
just
this
doing
token of our
good things for
sincerity.
people.
Perhaps one day, you'll also be able to help me in the same way.
Without your help, there would have been many more casualties. I won't forget your kindness.
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver. I only wish that my people could have arrived a little earlier to prevent this from happening.
Don't say that. You and your subordinates did everything you could. They chose to become heroes themselves.
Yeah.
I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding words. But right now, there's nothing more suitable. They really did become heroes.
You're
I
right.
agree.
I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Navia. Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It's no wonder that people always say that prophecies represent fate. Fortunately, I've never been one for such opinions.
So, you're one who will try to change fate then?
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Thé. I still have some things to take care of, and the children need my attention.
Okay.
By the way, traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Yes.
Alright, then we'll just... Huh? This isn't right. Paimon thought you would ask us to walk with you for a moment so you could tell us something in private.
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. But there's no need today. It would not hurt to have Miss Navia listening in.
Okay.
Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance.
Right.
You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Previously, it was the Fortress of Meripede's sluice gate, and this time it was the water levels in Poisson. These are both signals.
So the time for jelly cooperation has come.
Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of the Hearth's intelligence network with you. During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back to ancient times and seem to be worth investigating in many ways. Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. The situation is becoming more urgent, so any pertinent information will prove extremely precious. Linny told me that outside of the house, the person they trust most is
Oh, well, isn't
you,
that sweet?
which is why I want to give you this task.
You can trust an outsider
the
like
House
me?
of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as such, even though you are
They're
not
such
from
little
the house.
sweeties.
I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider their friendship with you to be.
So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right? We can handle that.
Yeah, of course we
Excuse
can.
me, but may I tag along?
You wish to join, Miss Navia?
But are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins? You need to rest.
Yeah, aren't you like exhausted?
I'm sad, yes. But I can't just go back and plop myself into a chair by the roadside and do nothing. There's no point in being depressed while we still have a disaster on our hands. As my father's
You know what? That's fair. I
must
get
live
that,
up to the
like
hopes he had
distracting
in me.
yourself by
Besides,
continuing
I'm
to do
also doing
something.
this for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I need something, a distraction, to keep my mind off Malus and Silver.
She's strong, but she needs company right now. We can be that company if she goes to explore the ruins
Since you
with
put it
us.
that way, I have no objections. What do you say, traveler?
We'll go to the ruins together.
All right. The ruins are to the south of Poisson. Here's the map.
Okay, the three of us will handle it. Come on, let's pack up and get going.